obviously this is easier to say in hindsight, but like pretty much everyone goes up from their mocks. Like I don't know anyone who's like done worse than like in the real thing than in their mock. But like I think honestly the most important thing is just kind of looking at where your kind of weaker areas were and maybe putting plans in place to like spend more time studying a particular subject or like certain chapters. Like I think the great thing about the mocks is that it's the time that you can make your mistakes, and you know it doesn't really have, obviously it's disappointing, but like it doesn't make much of a difference in the long run. The only difference it makes is that you know yourself where you're actually going wrong and you can do things to avoid that happening again. And also remembering that like you still have maybe orals to do or things like that, and not letting yourself get too bogged down about like just the written exam, because for most subjects that's not the only thing that you do have to worry about.
That's such a good point. A lot of people are disappointed sometimes with kind of subjects like history, geography, because it's very theory based. Well, it's entirely theory, mostly, and they entirely mostly, it's largely theory, theory based, as in it's an exam, a written exam where you're writing down loads of information that you've spent months learning, but you actually haven't had as many months as you need. Sometimes you're not finished the curriculum, and then you're given a result. Say if it's like 50%, you're not taking into account the fact that you've probably done very well in your project too, and that's going to
Yeah,
improve that grade and take it up a bit. People completely disregard the fact that like they do have 20% in the bag, or 40% if it's a practical subject.
exactly.
When I say in the bag, obviously there is work involved in that
Hmm.
too, but you know
Yeah.
it's certainly easier to get higher grades in something that you can spend time with and work on and ask your teacher about.